But I mean, you can see the top shelf. We've already been through, or yesterday I went through the World of Warcraft Collector's Editions, which are just above there. Should probably update the stream. I think that there's some stuff in here. It's less likely that I'm gonna know the prices of the stuff in here. I think, but we should be good for the most part. I was pretty accurate last time, but you know, in some cases I was surprised with how far off I was. Sometimes something that I thought was going to be quite valuable, prices are quite low at the moment, and then on the other hand, sometimes something I thought was going to be quite cheap, not worth very much, turned out to be pretty valuable right now. I mean, some stuff that seemed so common when I got into collecting, like the Half-Life big box and the original release. That seems to have just disappeared. It's just kind of dried up in certain areas, you know, and I think prices have gone up as a consequence of that. Okay, I'll be back in 1 second. Let's enjoy the Christmas lights at this time. Very colourful. I should look at them when I dose next. Pokemon cards. No, I was thinking about that. I did when I was younger, but I gave them away, or God knows what happened to them. Might have eaten them for all I know. Okay. Well, go once more into the fray. Oh, jeez, what was that? Bag. Hey. Yeah, I really don't know when it comes to Sims Unleashed, House Party, Hot Date. Those are the American. Those are the American. I mean, they didn't get a European or UK release. The only way to get those, and obviously somebody import. I didn't import them. Somebody imported them at some point, and they found their way to me. Okay. Well, anyway, let's not. These will be the most valuable ones because Sims is actually very common. Living it up, quite common as well. In good condition and complete. I also have this other variant. I'm not sure where this variation is from. It has a gatefold cover with slightly different artwork. That one's not in the best of condition, but it is kind of interesting. Unleashed. It's I mean, I could easily say 30 a piece on those, maybe more, maybe more, maybe 40. We'll call it 40. I'm gonna check all of the prices. I'm just trying to get an initial idea of what we're looking at. I'm gonna say we're gonna start out at 30 on the gatefold, I think, and I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think these two are probably only worth 20 each. They're just very, very common. It's not to say that Sims wasn't an incredible game. It has a lasting legacy. They are fantastic, and I enjoy revisiting. You know, even though the game does kind of completely grind to a halt when you install all of the expansion packs at the same time. We do what we can. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably only going to net us about 40 between those two. We'll see. I don't know. Let's think positive. We don't know until we look at the current prices. Populous. Populous. I mean, 30 sounds reasonable to me. Dark World. Again, it's common. 30 again. In good condition and complete. You don't see that as often, but you do see Theme Park World a lot. Dungeon Keeper 2. Okay, I'm 40. Dungeon Keeper 2 at 40, I think. In fact, I think I'm selling another copy of Dungeon Keeper 2. Um, right now, and I think I'm selling it much cheaper than that, but it might be in considerably worse condition. But I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's see. Prices are. This is the European release of Dungeon Keeper, and I've not been able to get. I've not been able to get hold of the deeper dungeons yet, at all. I guess. Not really collecting any more games after this. Not in the immediate future, anyway. Yeah, and I wanted to get the UK release. I prefer to have the UK release. If I can, if it exists. You know? I'll usually pass up on a game if it didn't get at least a European release. I'm generally not really too concerned about it. Why? But okay, so yeah, Dungeon Keeper 2. Uh, uh, I don't know what Dungeon Keeper will get us. I'm really not sure. At least 30, I would say. I'm going to say 30 on the Dungeon Keeper. Syndicate Wars. $30 again. We'll say 30. Theme Hospital. Not sure. I'd say it's fairly common. Or at least so I'm not sure currently. It's not like I'm out looking for theme hospitals. Find out. But I think for me, it makes sense to put it right in that 30 zone again. We'll see what the current prices are. We got theme park as well. Something's telling me 40 on the theme park. Magic carpet. I'm gonna say 30 again. We'll check. Kind of ballpark. Roller Coaster Tycoon and the expansion packs, Loopy Landscapes, added attractions. T. Loopy. Attraction. Hey, unfortunately, these aren't worth very much. I think probably because they're extremely common. I guess just a lot of these were made. I know realistically, I'll probably get 20 for the RCT, maybe 30 for the expansions, but I'm gonna put 30 for all three as our starting point. And SimCity 3000, may as well throw in SimCity 2000 while we're here. SimCity 3000 probably gonna net us 30 again. Yeah. 2000 could be less, but put it down at 30. Suspect it may be closer to 20. Right, well, that's one shelf down. The rarest. The rarest. Let me take a look. Rarest thing in the collection. God. Sorry, there's shit everywhere. There we go. Couple of rare boys that I can show you. Postal. Classic. Half-Life 2. Gatefold. Dino Crisis. GTA London. These two Duke Nukem expansion packs, Nuclear Winter and Caribbean, those are really rare. These are not in great shape, but I got them. I found them. That one's not really rare. I won't show that one. Kind of expensive, not really rare. I've got a couple here. There's a category of its own. Expensive but not necessarily rare games like Resident Evil and Final Doom. I estimate I've been collecting about 5 years now, I think. Those are probably the rarest. A couple of expensive ones. This one's kind of rare. Outlaws. In this variant, you can get the LucasArts Classic re-release, sure, but this version, mine unfortunately has a torn corner. I've made like I've at least doubled my money easily. Like I can safely say that. Probably tripled or quadrupled my money. But that's because I've only been hunting for like deals. Super good deals. And a lot of these games have appreciated as well. Like I was saying before, some of them which were common when I began collecting are no longer common. You just can't get them. People want them. The Lego collection. Okay. Have a sip. Lego Friends. The highlight of the series. Well, that's true. I've never actually played it. But I wanted to pick it up when I saw it because I was going for the complete set and I was literally one game away. I'm pretty sure I'm only missing Lego Rock Raiders. I was this close. I might still get it. I'll try and get it before it's all over. Do it. Why not? I've kind of been doing that now. I will admit I've ordered a game already where I was like, fuck it. It's a blowout. I wanted to get it all along. I'm getting it. I'm gonna have it for a day. It's gonna be sold, and I'm gonna make money off of it too. Something deeply wrong with me. Anyway, back to the games. And it's probably not going to be particularly valuable. I'm going to put it down at 30 to begin with. Racers could be up in the somewhere closer to 40 or 50, definitely. And a good races like this in good condition, yeah, could even be 50. I'm going to start out at 40. We'll be conservative with our estimate. The Lego Island 2, you can easily put that down in the same price, I would say. And Lego Island is amazing. But even though Lego Island 2 is clearly the inferior game, it is where my heart lies because it was the game that I played as a child. Yeah. So me and Pepper go way back, and skating and delivering pizzas, time immemorial. And we're gonna put that down to 40 as well. Lego Loco. Now that one's really not sought after or anything. Put it down at 30 and hope for the best. Lego Chess, however, this, oh my god, I don't know if I can even bring myself to part with this. I didn't even think about that. This is my own childhood copy of Lego Chess, complete with the King minifigure, which is still sealed. This is a real gem. This is a sleeper hit. I wasn't even thinking about this. Oh, that could be worth 100 at least. That's pretty insane right there. And a sealed alpha team. I mean, it's sealed, so that is immediately, working in our favor. And I would say that we could probably put the alpha team, it literally says $27.99 on there. Lego Chess? No, I played it all the time. That was my own childhood copy that I got as a kid. But I didn't open the minifigure. Minifigure of the king. It's easier if I just show you. It's just, I mean, this is pure nostalgia for me. The cutscenes and the king and just, I mean, I learned chess through this game. I got, I'd say big into chess, but I played chess as a kid, and someone whose brain barely functions, it was probably good for me. I didn't really understand it, but I tried. But yeah, this was fucking awesome. And right inside, that's the king. That's the character in the game that, like, guides you through the game. Unopened, sealed. Amazing. I don't even want to get rid of it. I don't know if I can even bring myself to this. This is the copy. This is my own copy. It's not like, oh, I remember that game, let me get it again. This is the one. That might have to stay with me, but it's also worth a lot of money. Alpha Team, sealed. Sealed Alpha Team. I hate to tell you this, but even though that Alpha Team is sealed, it's probably not worth very much. Might be worth 50 at best. And Lego Creator, we've got two of them. I'm not sure if one of these is in better condition or more complete or something. Honestly, I have too many games to even comprehend this. So we've got two of them, and they're less sought after, I will admit. They're probably going to be worth about 30 a piece. Go with that for now. And there it is, the Lego Island. Just makes you want to listen to the soundtrack just looking at it. Beautiful. And that's maybe worth 40 or so. It's not like an expensive, or it's just a cool game. It's not crazy. Heart of Darkness, an obscure kind of platformer with this weird sort of hand-drawn, almost like hand-animated art style. In fact, I think it might actually be claymation animations. One of those super unique cult classics, maybe, that 99% of people hate because of the controls, and some people are like, whoa, this is a cool idea, I guess. And I think it might hold a little bit of value. I think it has 3D glasses as well, so some 3D effects. Darkness. I literally have no idea. I'm not up to speed on this type of game, or this one specifically. I mean, put down 30 just because I've Broken Sword 2. Again, I have no idea. It's some kind of point and click adventure. Put down the same. Now here we go. Full Throttle. There's a game. Godlike. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Nifum Evil. Thank you for the cheer, dude. Full Throttle. Yeah, this is the LucasArts graphic adventure game. It's Pog. Really good soundtrack, really cool. Great art style, all that. But I'll never play it. I don't do well with the adventure games. Too slow paced or something, I will literally just throw myself out of a window about 5 seconds in. But I got it, and that's pretty amazing. And the way that I got it was by getting an empty box and finding the disc separately, and then uniting the two. And that is probably worth about 80 schmucks. Maybe more. Maybe more. We've got a white label Salmon Max. If it was a original release Salmon Max, we'd have something there. But we don't. We have a white label Max. Maybe gonna net us 30 at best. But then we have a Grim Fandango. Another classic time it's a 3D graphic adventure game. And I still haven't played it. I've watched some playthroughs. Still haven't played it, and that's just because I can't handle them. I appreciate these games from more of a spectator standpoint. Like, as soon as I'm playing anything that isn't an adrenaline-fueled, escape from a resonance cascade, I'm pretty much done. But it's cool. It is cool. It's going to go to a good home of someone who, sorry, I'm not showing the camera, will appreciate it more than me. That's the idea, anyway. So, to all you resellers out there, fuck off. Grim Fandango. That's gonna probably, we might be looking at somewhere around 60. Hard to say. I'm really not up to speed on the prices of Grim Fandangos. Probably worth it. I mean, 40, easily 40. Maybe I'll just use that as a starting point, but I get the feeling it's got to be worth 50 or 60, surely. Maybe 50. Maybe 50. Beavis and Butthead Do You. Pretty cool. Finally got a Beavis and Butthead game recently. There's a few of these. would have been sweet to get a whole collection or something. I have a collection of Beavis and Butthead videotapes as well, which I'll probably wind up selling because they take up so much space, and I don't even have a VHS player. There's times at which my collecting goes completely off the rails, and I start buying VHS tapes I'm never going to watch. And I'm pretty sure that that one is faulty. I've looked at the disc and it appears to be damaged beyond repair. Who knows? They're pretty rare, but as a faulty game, it's not quite as good. Still get all the manuals. It is complete, in good condition, but the disc will not run. I haven't actually tested it, but I have seen that there's pretty much a giant hole in it, so it's probably not going to run. So we'll put that down, putting that down at 40, and hope for the best. I've already totaled up these two gold Alien vs Predator Gold edition in the other did yesterday. Oh, geez, how's it going? The previous valuation. We already did those, and that concludes shelf number 2. Yeah, I've also got the keychain here for camera. Here's the all good, dude. Here's the Brickster. The Brickster keychain from Lego Island 2. And this is not the original one. I bought this separately to try and complete it. Actually, kind of forgot about that. That probably adds a little bit of value to our Lego Island 2. At least 10 schmuckaroos. Now up to 50. And we're on to the RPG shelf. And yeah, this is where my knowledge ends completely. I know that Baldur's Gate are so common that they're not really worth much, which isn't great because I have thousands of them apparently. Planescape Torment, that's maybe 30. Silver, maybe 30 or 40 or something. Vampire the Masquerade, Redemption, 30 or 40 something, somewhere in that. These are all like 30s. They're all kind of middle of the road, you know. These might even bring in less just because they're so common, even though they are excellent games and a lot of people love the Baldur's Gate series. Diablo shareware might be worth a little bit. I don't know. It's not actually Diablo, it's the shareware release, so not the full game, but it's still kind of cool. And then there's the Diablo 2. And I have the Lords of Destruction expansion pack, but it's the small. It's down there, and it's the smaller box because I think I literally bought an auction or something thinking it was a big box. Not. So we live and learn. We all do that in the beginning, I think. Just part of the journey. So I don't even know what to. We got this Death Trap Dungeon here, limited edition, might be worth about 40. Ultima, Ascension. It's complete, it's got the map and everything, maybe 40 again, because it's got all the stuff. Bands of Law 3, I don't even know what the hell that is. But that's pretty much it, right? We already did Lego Creator before. So we got Lands of Law 3. Literally, basically gonna say Death Trap Dungeon limited edition. Say 40. Got Ultima. Say 40, yes. Got the Diablo shareware. And I guess I'll say 40 for that, and I'll look up prices. Diablo 2. As you can imagine, after the success of Diablo 2 sold even better. So it's really common. There's an infinite number of copies of Diablo 2 in existence. Well, there's a lot. So it's probably going to be about 30. All the Baldur's Gate stuff. Probably about 30. I do have a different variant of this double pack. Double pack? I believe it is. Yeah. I have a variant of the double pack, and I'm not sure if one of them is more valuable than the other or anything like that. But I do have a variant of the double pack with Tales of the Sword Coast. Not that I even wound up with this game. It's not one that I was actively looking for. It just kind of found its way into the collection. Some kind of action RPG. Apparently it's quite good. Okay, and we're down to the kind of miscellaneous shelf. DK, it's in terrible condition. I might get 20 or 30 for that if I'm lucky. I don't want to say 20. We'll try and get 30 for it. Oh, Uncivil Aviation. Uncivil Aviation. Hate to see it. Hate to see it go. Don't want to let it go, but, you know, doesn't matter if I don't have the physical thing. Still have my appreciation of my time spent with Uncivil Aviation. Good times. It's actually called Plane Crazy. Uncivil Aviation. Wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Ooh, this one could be worth a fair chunk of change, though. 60, maybe? Might be pushing it. I might be a little bit biased by my own appreciation. Put 50 as a starting point. We'll see what they're going for. How many are on the market. Got a sealed trick style. And it's worth next to nothing. Even though it's sealed. Probably worth about 30. Sealed Glover is worth even less. Might be only worth about 20. It'd be good if we got 30 though. Bugs. I have literally no idea. I'm gonna put 30. Echo the Dolphin. Now that game, well, it certainly has a bit of a, a cult following, you might say. I don't know if that necessarily means it has much value. We'll find out. I'm going to put it down at 40 to begin with. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. In poor condition. Might get 30. Maybe 40 if I'm lucky. Prince of Persia 3D. PP3D. There's no way I'm getting anything for that. Maybe 20 at best. It's really common. Nobody wants it. I mean, it's a historic game. I mean, it was like the first game to do this wild, traced animation style or whatever it's called. It's almost like the predecessor to motion capture or something. But nobody wants it, so MDK2. Poor condition again, not as bad as the MDK. Maybe 30 or 40. I'm going to put 30 again. Mortal Kombat 3, maybe 40. Maybe. The previous two are certainly worth quite a bit. MK3 is fairly common. Free Space 2. I have no idea. Space 2. I don't know if I've ever even looked up prices for that. It's just a game that's found its way into the collection. Put it down at 30 as a starting point. Giants, Kabuto. I think it's called Giant Citizen Kabuto. Oh. Might get 30 on that. The Earthworm Jim 3D. Might get 30 on that. We already did the Sim City. We got Homeworld and Cataclysm. Might get 30 or 40 a piece there. I'm not sure. We'll start out around 30. See. Delta Force Land Warrior. Maybe 30. Got the Rainbow Six. Gold Edition? Nice. Gold Edition. That means it's worth, double nothing. I don't know. Might get like 20, 30 for that. Put down 20 because I know it's not going to be good. Okay. Right. That's another shelf down. I believe, unless there's some sort of a pocket dimension in there that I'm not seeing. Nope. Okay. Now we're on to the shitty, incredibly well. They're not necessarily. Chill out, dude. They're not necessarily bad games. They're just extremely common Star Wars games that nobody. It's a massive. It's obviously one of the biggest franchises of all time. There's so many of these things. Like you can't even say video games without falling all over like several hundred of these things. It's unimaginable. So yeah, they're probably worth realistically about 10 schmucks a pop. We might get 20 or 30 at a push, or maybe 20, 30 on a few of those. Oh Jesus. Okay, and I can't even read them from this range. I'm gonna have to get way in there. Rogue Squadron. Off. Literally gonna put all of them and then look up the prices. Hope that a couple of them might have some value. But Shadow of the Empire. Got X-Wing Lions. Lion. We've got X TIE Fighter. And we've got Supremacy. And we've got the X-Wing Collector Series. Boss Commander. Stop that now. Apologize. TIE Fighter Collection. Here's the last one. Rebel Assault. Okay, we got it. Rebel Assault. Okay, 10, 10, and there's another Baldur's Gate down there. It's a BG Tales of the Sword Coast. Coast. Another one of those. What was I saying for those? 30? 20? Was that on the other page? Oh, 30. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll get 30 on those, but whatever. I'm gonna try. Okay. Okay, then we've got this. This is actually a really. This is a really, really awesome game if you've got the disc and the manual. This is just an empty box, but if you've actually got the game, this is the triple pack with Sam and Max, Day of the Tentacle, and Indiana Jones, Fate of Atlantis. One of those things is not like the others. Two of those are massive games that like everybody knows, right? But one of them not so much. But you know, anyway, this box in and of itself might have some value to it. But it would be great if I could find the discs. If I could find the discs or the contents for this relatively cheap and combine it with this box, we'd probably have a pretty valuable game on our hands here. But so far, no luck. So God knows what that's worth. Maybe 20 schmucks in its current state. And now we're on to the Star Trek game. Here I go again. I'm not going to do that voice anymore. This is a different franchise. We've got the so I think some of these might be missing discs still. Are these down here? I think it might just be these 3 games down here that are missing discs. These might be. We got the Star Trek Omnipedia. Which something's telling me to put 40, but it can't be worth that much. But I'm gonna do it. We've got the Starship Creator, pretty cool. And it's probably worth about 20. We've got Star Trek: The Next Generation of Final Unity. That's the one. That's Star Trek. That's what I think of when I think of Star Trek. Right there. Maybe not this game exactly, but this generation. Final Unity. What a cool name. The Star Trek. You know, my favorite one is Star Trek: The Motion Picture, but it's super psychedelic and really trippy. Kind of has like elements of cosmic horror and cosmic romance. Just a trip, dude. Yeah, that might be worth 20. I don't know. The Fallen, the Deep Space Nine game called The Fallen. I know nothing about Deep Space. Might be worth 20. I don't know. And we've got this is not a Star Trek game. This is Fragile Allegiance. Okay. Oh. Try not to pass out when I stand up. Woo! Floppies. Oh, they might be out there. They might be out there somewhere. Fallen. I have no idea what this Fragile Allegiance is worth. Something like 20 again. I really don't know. We're down to definitely the lesser games here. Well, yeah, I mean, you know. And here we've got some movie games and the smaller boxes. A couple of white label or no classic releases. What is it? EA Classics or something? X-Files game. Three boxes which are missing the discs. Honestly, out of everything down here, I think. Well, there's a little. The Psychonauts might be the most valuable thing there, actually, even though it's not technically a big box. 10. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the Psychonauts might be it's not in very good condition, but the Psychonauts might be the best one there. Okay, I'm going in. Dark. I can't see anything. Complete history? That one's Monty Python Complete History. Got the meaning of life. We've got the Holy Grail. Complete waste of time. Complete history is a Beavis and Butthead. I don't know what these are worth, 30 a piece maybe. We got a cow hunter. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm ready for a break. Woo! Cow hunter. Sealed. Sealed. Probably still only worth 40 tops, I would say. Classics. Classic release. Oh, what it is? Yeah, classics. EA Classics. Road Rash. Fade to Black. Classics. And there's probably worth about 10. Holy moly. Pools of Radiance. I have literally no idea for these. I'm going to put 10 again. I know Psychonauts might be worth 30. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 might be worth about 20. Unreal Tournament 2004, is that? 2003. 2004. Probably only worth about 10. Serious Sam might be worth 20 or 30. Boards of Destruction, Diablo 2. Won't be worth much, 20 maybe. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Hey, Orangutan, how's it going, man? Couldn't believe it. I saw I missed out on a beautiful copy of Psychonauts in like mint condition, and it was a really good price. And I just got caught slipping, dude, and it was gone. So I've still got a copy. It's just fucking terrible condition. American import. I'm not sure if it only got an American release, but it would make sense. And I don't think we'll count those 3 empty boxes right now. We'll try and complete them. And we've got a Simpsons cartoon studio and an X-Files, and that's literally everything. Well, it's not. There's still more stuff, but whew, that's the vast majority of the big boxes. And that's pretty much everything here valuated.